Hey guys, and welcome back to another video for EverQuest 2. On the last quest, we've been working on Odin right here, and he had us go down to the beach and use one of his potions to create these whirling ice storms. It created confusion and havoc on the beach, and so we're going to go ahead and talk to him, see what else he wants us to do, and just go ahead and go along with the story. This has me thinking, if we can usually use natural elements of ice and fog as sight barriers, then the orcs can too. It stands to reason is one of my responses, or yes, but I don't care. So I do care, so I'm going to go ahead and say yes, it stands to reason. They could be hiding an entire encampment on the fog blanket chunk of ice across the water. I am in need here to create healing draughts for the wounded, but if you can venture over to the Jagged Daggers Island, then we can find out if that is why they continue bombarding our defenses here. So your choices are, I can do that, or I'm not going over to that orc-infested island, no way. So, I guess if you're afraid, you can pick that choice. We're going to go ahead and say I can do that. And it's highly flammable materials, level 16. One of the many barbarians stationed at the crag spine has sent you to the Jagged Daggers Island, the big island supporting the tall ice formations floating south of the crag spire. He is afraid that the fog surrounding the island is hiding an additional orc encampment. And of course, you're going to get at least 12 silver and 85 copper. So go ahead and accept. And if you find any Rygor encampments, destroy them by any means necessary. And my response is gladly. So if you're not sure where to go, again, you could just hit the M button. And this is where we're going, over to this little island. Go ahead and click the little wisp and it will show it when we get close. Zoom out a little bit because it seems like we're going to be going for a swim. Now guys, if you don't like swimming, you are always welcome to get like a flying mount. And you can fly over the water. You can get flying mounts from doing certain quests, and we'll get to those later on in the game. They're usually pretty high level quests. You can also get flying mounts from buying special expansion packs. And this is where I'm going over here. So if you've been playing for a while, or just bought one of the brand new expansion packs that just came out, the mount that you may have will be in your claim rewards, and you can just come over here and check it out. I have quite a bit on mine because I've been playing the game for about 5 years, and you can see there's just a massive amount of things to pick from. This is one of the mounts I was talking about, and you can see it increases your speed of the caster and a whole bunch of other things. And I keep scrolling down, and there's just quite a bit to pick from. Now, what's actually attacking me is a shark. Right there. And he'll continue to attack me until I get out of his aggro range. Or if I get up on dry land, he'll stop. And as you can see, there's Rygors in the water guarding the area. But if you swim right by them, you should be fine as well. And there's another shark down there to get you. And a couple more of the Rygors. And they don't seem to be aggro when they leave the island. They seem to become aggro after a few feet off of the island. So something to be aware of. We'll go ahead and sneak up the side over here so we don't get any more ads. Hopefully lose the ones we have before we get into these guys over here. We'll go ahead and try to sneak up the wall. And it says find an item to torch the Rygor encampment. And the item you're looking for is going to be over here next to the fire pit, obviously. It's going to be something to torch. You're going to need fire. And it's actually right there inside the fire. So for me to get it, I'm going to have to kill these guys. You can see they're level 16, but they're 2 arrows down, which means they're far easier to kill than they should be. 2 arrows down usually means 2 levels down from what they actually say they are. So instead of a level 16, think of a level 14. As you can see, they're fairly easy to kill. Not really causing me any trouble. And that's the end of them. I'm going to toss me a heal just to be safe. And here you go. You can see it right there. That is the piece of wood that you were looking for. I'll zoom out so you can get a better view of it. And you can see that it's in the fire. It's actually on fire. And I'm going to pick it up because apparently I'm fireproof. And I found the Rygor fire pit. Now it says burn down the Rygor encampments on the Jagged Daggers Island. These encampments, they mean, is these tents that you see everywhere. Now the only way to get to the tents is either to sneak around behind them and click on them. And I'll go ahead and see if I can try doing that real quick. Of course, I went ahead and found more trouble than I would have been if I just went ahead and killed those creatures that were in front. But it's not to worry. It's a nice little way to earn a little bit more experience. And you always have a chance of some decent loot, so not a bad thing. Now these single roamers roaming around are not 2 arrows down. They will be a lot harder to kill. Even though they're only even level, they're actually, I would say, twice as hard as 3 of these guys. As you can see, booby trap on the item. Let's see, it's a pretty nice little item. I'll have to look at it later to see if it's better than what I'm wearing. I don't want to get attacked right here. And if I can sneak up just a little bit, I'm too far away now. And there you go. I can burn the tent without even getting too close. You can see the Rygors are all dying. They caught on fire. Though I can't loot the bodies. You know, they're obviously not going to be that easy, you know, just to come over here with the quest to keep getting all these treasured items. So we're going to go ahead and try to get a little closer to this one and do the same thing without getting attacked. Anytime you hear that sound, it means you're too far away, so just move up a slight amount. And again, we can burn these guys down. And it burns them quite a distance away, so it's actually clearing the camp for us, so we can keep getting further and further into the zone. This one's a little bit more tricky to get to. Let's see if we can do it still. And come down right to the middle because the sides were taken. And we managed to kill those guys. But these 2 over here did not die, so be very careful that you don't just assume that everybody's dead. Go ahead and move a little further into the camp. So there's 3 more tents, and we need 3 more of them done. So we're going to have to burn all of them. So go a little closer. And you see, by burning this tent right here, we're able to kill the creatures on this tent, which allows us to kill those as well. And as you can see, there's a named guy out here, which just died. So if you want to kill the named before you get the tents, so that you can get the loot, that's a good idea. But if you don't, then don't worry about it. He'll spawn rather quickly, and you can come back and kill him another time. And that's the last one we need. Now it says we need to go back to the Cragspine and tell the guy that we did it. That entails, you know, running back outside the zone. Watch out for these troopers. They're very difficult to kill. And I probably got them as an ad. Yeah, I did. But again, you can outrun them. They're not that difficult to get away from. And if you're ever not sure if they stop following you, you can always turn your camera and see that he's run back. Or you can just look into your little chat bar right here, and it will tell you when they stop following. It says the Rygor Shock Trooper is no longer worth any experience and treasure. That's not necessarily true. The encounter you just had is no longer worth any experience and treasure, so if you had got him down to, say, a bubble of life, his life will go all the way back up to full life. But if you go back to him wherever he's at and re-engage him and start from scratch, you will get loot and experience from killing him. So you can always run away to fight another day, as they say. So And as you can see, I swim rather slow, and so will you at this level. But the higher the level you are, the faster you swim if you keep up with your skills. So don't be discouraged if you know that there's a water zone that you want to go to later on, and you're like, oh, well, look how slow I go. This may not be enjoyable. You'll move a lot quicker. And again, like I said, you can get mounts that will help you with that as well. So. Plus, it's quite beautiful. You can just take the time and look, and you can even turn the screen so that you see nothing but that, and just enjoy the view. I wouldn't mind having that as like a screensaver, actually, just having the creatures roam around. It's a shame you can't do this and still have the little button to be able to see your text so that I can just read it like this to you guys, but we'll have to come out of this little screen here in a second. And this is Odin right here. And of course we can't see what he has to say until now. What did you find on the Jagged Daggers Island? We were right. There was a Rygor encampment over there. That little sound says I got another level. Highly flammable materials, level 16. I ended up getting 26 silver and 3 copper. So go ahead and hit accept. As you can see down here on the bottom, my spells are upgrading. I'm not actually getting any new spells. I just got upgrades to the spells I already had. So now they will do more than they were doing before. So, but you found it and destroyed it. Yes, I did. Again, guys, if you like these videos, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment below, or join me in game. And thanks again for watching, guys.